I'm back, and yes, I did promise I would be back after the last episode, but I got busy. A lot of busy. For one, it is snowing outside, so I had to winterize my house. Very busy, very busy. I had to fix a few holes in the garage from last year. Snow does not play around. And of course, today is my break, my day off, so I'm back. And as you can see, I voted. I voted all red because the Democrats are not doing so well. My entire state is on full red for the House of Representatives, and that's good, hopefully for the Senate and for the governor. And to today's news, I found out that John Fetterwoman somehow won for Pennsylvania, even though he's the most unpolitician-like I ever seen. He doesn't like wearing suits, he does cringy things, like hold up a shirt with his name John Fetterwoman on it, which is just panhandling to the feminists. And who needs their vote? They don't even vote at all. I've checked. They don't vote. And then, of course, surprisingly, we're not doing so well in the Senate race. But for the House of Representatives, we are doing good. The red wave did happen, just not for where people are looking. In the Senate, still neck and neck somehow. But for the House of Representatives, we still have a marginally big wave there. Even most of California turned red for the House of Representatives in Michigan. Surprisingly, that, Gretchen Whitler still won. Even though everyone hates her for how she basically turned Michigan into the bloody medieval Europe. No gasoline, pipeline infrastructure is outdated since the 1930s, no baby formula, barely any gasoline, and because it's now winter, they're not going to have any natural gas. They're going to rely on wind turbines and solar panels. When it becomes negative 20 degrees below, I'm sure they will have lots and lots of solar energy. Not to mention the fact that the majority of New York City, for the House of Representatives that is, it's still marginally red. It's only in like a few blotches where it's blue. Speaking of red versus blue, Arizona, bloody hell. How the bloody hell did Katie Hobbs somehow have a lead against Kari Lake? Kari Lake did everything she could to run as governor. Or senator. I forgot which is which. I keep getting the two confused. I'm still new to this political game, so throw me a bone once in a while. I mentioned the fact because of my poor education in Detroit, my brain doesn't do so well. Thanks a lot, public schools. But back to the point, Katie Hobbs, I don't even know what she bloody looks like. I know what Kari Lake looks like because I actually saw her on the news. Think of it. Katie Hobbs, the woman who said very racist, derogatory things towards the Latino community, somehow had a lead there. Doesn't make any bloody sense. Not to mention the fact that she didn't show up for any debates. I saw. Only Kari Lake showed up for any debates. Meanwhile, Katie Hobbs was just twiddling her thumbs in her basement, just hoping that she somehow wins. It's kind of like wishing upon a star to win the lottery. It's not gonna work in a million years. But somehow, surprisingly, Katie Hobbs, the woman who did nothing for her campaign, is somehow having a big ace against Kari Lake. Doesn't make any sense. Not mention the fact that the place, like the building where they have all the votes, is now being guarded by snipers and barricades. That doesn't sound very that sounds very concerning. So yeah, either they are there to protect the ballot, or they're there to make sure that no one sees the ballot. And of course, for the governorship, of course, California is still blue. But unsurprisingly, Ron DeSantis has secured his seat as governor of Florida. Big shock there. But for the majority of other states, they're a bit of a toss-up when it comes to the whole, will they help? Like, if some states turn red, that's good. No, for the governorship, that is, because a governor and a senator, I'm now realizing that a senator is in the Senate, of course, and the governor is, I just get confused on who has more power over who. Like, does the senator have more power over the governor because he or she is in Washington D.C. representing the state, or does the governor have more power because he or she is still in the state, because that the state still runs appropriately? I'm still on the, on the fence about who outranks who. But more to the other points, we are still low on baby formula. We only have like 15 days worth, or maybe even less than that, of diesel oil left. So, yeah, we are pretty much screwed there. Even if we do take back the House and maybe the Senate, we still have to deal with a low shortage of diesel. Excuse me, I just had my breakfast. I love me some ads. But more to the bloody point is that we are not out of the woods yet. I still encourage those who are still watching to stock up on appropriate goods. Like wool socks, lawn underwear, candles, bottled water, and maybe a few matches here and there, just in case the power goes out in the winter. I would also recommend buying... I would also recommend buying a small portable heater for you. I would only get a propane heater, like the small ones, just in case. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be an early winter, like pretty much always. All I can give to you is warm thoughts and probably nonsense reasoning, because I'm still new to this. That is it for now. I will see you in the next video. And again, if you like my new attire, no mask, just comment below. I'll be this on.